Sorry?
Adjust my graphic settings.
You can't wait to die, huh?
No.
Here you have to be a bit careful. If you like trail brake into this corner too aggressive, you might have an issue with the rear.
It's good that I was taking it easy on it.
So, stream is online again. Hi guys, Bernhard from Tango Racing in Vienna, and we are in a short training session, practice session for the DGDM race coming up on Monday. We are going to race in a Ferrari GT3, one of the few, and doing a few practice laps. You look surprisingly stable.
It feels surprisingly stable. But I'm not really
Yeah.
maybe I
And this is why you finally start to drive properly. When you're afraid. You do pretty fast as well.
Tires are getting worse. Worse.
You lose a lot here in this section from the hairpin to the fast corners. And I lose here in the last corner. I had almost problems to keep up with you everywhere, but into T1 and the hairpin to the fast section. This is where you lose a lot. Why? There's no issue at all.
Maybe I should try.
I mean, if the rear would be loose, for example, accelerating here in this right hand corner, you will lose it. But it's perfectly stable there. You have to go really crazy to get into a problem here.
Back into the gear on it. Maybe I'm going too fast.
I don't think there's a huge difference, but so far you're probably because you're not used to the setup. You didn't. You were not able to do your line properly. You were like incredibly slow around there.
I keep losing
And
shit.
yeah, I saw that you were kind of struggling with the corner speed or whatever. I don't know.
Yeah. And now I tried your line
Bec-
once, or attempted your line, and it different.
Yeah.
Was 2 minutes quicker right away.
Well, I mean, if you nail your line, like if you do it perfectly, I think it's basically the same. Well, I think overall my line actually, when you once you get used to it and you get it right, it's much more easy, because basically you're braking straight into the corner, and then you just do a quick tight turn in the middle, and then it's basically almost perfectly safe and easy to accelerate from there again. And with your turn, with your more round line, you have to brake into a corner and accelerating. Oi! Oh, not paying attention here. Ho 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 ho.
Right, Dave?
Thanks. Thanks to direct drive. This you can only save with a direct drive. You just let the wheel go and let it do by itself, and it's saved. If you're fast enough, it works fine. But it's not possible with a wheel like you have. I think. Normally.
That'd be very, very different.
Last corner, fucking last corner. I feel it's like you lost it?
I was already using it a couple of times before.
Really? I find this so incredibly stable and secure, and there's no issue whatsoever for me.
Yeah, that's right.
I would make this even, like if I would have to like tweak it, I would make it more aggressive, because for me it's kind of feels super safe. So I would give more grip to the front end. Actually, I made a setup, but I didn't give it to you yet. Where I have to be a bit careful what to do.
In the beginning I could do decent lap times, but after a few laps I was getting slower and slower and kept on losing the rear.
Yeah, but I don't know. I run completely consistent lap times. The rear tires look also quite good. The front is being used also for me. Yeah, lap 8 and 9 was both a 55. So first 10 laps definitely. I did like a longer stint before, and maybe towards the end when I use all the fuel, it's getting slow. I don't know, but I haven't reached that point yet.
Yeah, I don't know, maybe I'm doing something wrong, but rear doesn't feel too confident to me.
It's really interesting. It must be really a matter of driving style, because I would not know where to lose the rear here unless I really try on purpose, like go flat out somewhere where you cannot do flat out. For example, the first right-hander after in the Mercedes arena, the fast right-hander, you run very wide to the left. For example, if you there like would try to do this flat out, then you will lose the rear, but it's just impossible to do that. So you have to otherwise it's...
Corner before that,
Sorry?
I have more trouble the corner before that.
Breaking into the tight left-hander.
Yeah.
Well, you can try and, well, in your case, this is what I was thinking. You can move the brake gears more to the front, that it's less aggressive on the rear. Because your problem, I think, one of the problems you have with this setup is that you brake too aggressively steering into the corner.
Probably.
And that might be also related with brake gears. So if you move it more to the front, do it 2-3 clicks to the front, it might help you to get away with this more aggressive driving style.
Let's try that.
I think I'm quite careful with this. Like I don't like to brake because this is like probably this is why I have problems with GT3. I try to avoid like braking while turning. It's just I don't know. It's always a problem. In GT3 with ABS you can get away quite a bit, but if you overdo it, it's going to bite you in the ass. I don't know, maybe that's the difference why I have no issue with this setup. You have to be a bit more careful in the first lap. I had the feeling that right out of the pit it can be a bit more, like in the more aggressive setup I noticed that right out of the pit the rear is a bit dangerous, but after the outlap it's perfectly fine. And then actually most grip you have in the second lap. Yeah, you're fucking fast.
This lap not. But I'm feeling I'm getting slower and slower and you're getting faster and faster.
I just run the same lap times. I'm not getting faster, I'm not getting slower. I run just the same consistent lap times.
No way. Now my line is being set.
I'm exactly 0 on my lap time. Like plus minus 1/10. Yeah, you can utilize the extra grip and the second lap much better than I can. But I do the lap time from lap 2, I can do like 10 times. And you have like half a second the difference between lap 2 and the rest of the laps. At least this is my feeling. So you are catching in the first lap, like second lap. And now you're losing constantly. And on paper, you did the faster lap time in lap 2. But kind of then it's over.
Just like you said, almost like the Audi.
Doesn't feel at all like the Audi. I was driving Audi yesterday at Nordschleife.
No, but I mean, if you can't do anything wrong with it.
Also, yeah. Well, you can go over every curb. It's no problem.
Can't brake.
What are you? 5 seconds? What are you doing?
Try something else. I keep on.
You lose what?
I keep on losing more and more time. I keep on losing the rear.
Hey, this is so weird. This is, to me, this feels like so incredibly safe. I can do like whatever I like. almost impossible to lose the rear here for me. I mean, I think my personal opinion is if I try to analyze what you're doing is you're like overdriving every corner 20%. That's the only way how you can go into having a problem with the rear in this setup. The only moment when I feel like it gets loose is when I brake way too late and way too aggressive and turn massively into the corner while braking hard.
That's what I always do.
Yeah.
That's the problem.
Wait. Yeah, if you have like unlimited grip, you can do that, but I don't feel there's the grip available here. Did you give yourself more wing? Sorry? And lower the rear?
Yep.
This didn't look too good. Yeah, but you fucking overdrive this was not like 20% but 30% overdriven the corner. If you drive like that, the tires will be gone after like... You will complain after 5 laps that I feel the tires. No wonder if you rub them away like this. You can go away with this like once, that's it, and then it's done. How much wing are you running now?
5. I'm making so much mistakes and I'm still more than
This is the feeling I had when I tried 5, that I have to push so hard to get the same time that it didn't feel good at 2. In the end it felt even less stable than the 4. And I don't see you have any advantage in the corners. Well, nothing I could notice. Yeah, the first lap. Let's talk again in 5 laps. Also, you might need like half an hour to get to drive the your pace. It's- you always need like quite some time to really get fast.
You already did a lot of practice. Let's see. Way more confidence.
You fucking overdriving shit and you get away with it because you run unnecessary high wings. You will be eaten by the fast guys on the straight being like 20 kilometers an hour faster.
Yeah, but I will be eaten.
If I would not fuck up this last stupid corner like I like to do, I would eat you here and every time easily. But you're exiting here much faster than I because I have an issue with this last fucking corner. But guys, without an issue in the last corner, you will have big issues here at the end of the start finish. The way these stupid Audis are accelerating. Oh, too much confidence there.
No.
You touched the grass, huh?
The setup feels like this. It feels a bit more forgiving. You're right that I will drive.
Sorry?
Maybe you're right that I'm driving it anywhere, but I have a feeling I'm doing more than normal.
Well, I mean, if you run behind me, do you see me having an issue with the rear somewhere? Because I don't feel any issues whatsoever. Well, I would, as a driving exercise, you should run like a half an hour with wing 2 or 3. No, not 0, but 2 or 3. 3 actually would be good because it's definitely... I did my fastest lap with 3. But you have to be careful what you're doing. If you push a bit too hard in the corner, then it's going to snap on you. But it was... Yeah. But it does help a lot if you for example, when I drove 3, you understand if you don't make bullshit, it's perfectly fine in the corners and you are a bit of quite a bit faster in the fast and straight parts. You just cannot like go crazy in the corners. And it makes you kind of not overdrive corners like crazy. And then when you go back to 4, you feel like there's nothing you can do to make it go. I mean, to lose the rear. And 5 was so much slower on the fast parts on the straight that you have to push and nail every corner so perfectly crazy to come up with the speed to compensate 3 or 4, that in the end the way you have to push through the corner, it gets crazy dangerous as well again. And the additional safety you gain, you have to give back by pushing so much harder in the corners that in total it's not, to me it didn't feel safe. Well, it was even less safe for me. I think this is because you can push harder. This is why I'm a bad in qualifying. You can just push harder and drive harder to the limit.
But I also go over it quite.
Yeah, you push too hard sometimes. This is what comes again with you if you're not like an alien. If you push so hard into the corners, then sometimes you push too hard. I'm probably not that close to the edge like so many times. But it's overall probably a more cleaner, safer driving style. I mean, I go full throttle in the middle of this hairpin and there's no problem with the rear. I mean, and there's no problem here on the fast sections. I really don't know where I could run into a problem. Every time in this stupid corner. This is not the setup, your Wing 5 setup. If I can get away from you in a GT3.
It's way less than with the setup before.
This is because you gave up.
I don't think so. Also try to make it more stable.
Sorry?
Try to make it more stable without riding.
I always go too slow here. I can go quite a bit faster in the hairpin here. Session is over.
I felt way more consistent now.
Okay.
It could be that if I give it more practice,
How is your tires looking?
Right front, inside 77,
Left?
78 inside.
More or less the same. And rear? 85?
84.
Sorry?
84.
Pushing
That's
hard.
right, and the left is 86.
Okay. Yeah, based on this, I think changing the two fronts might be an option. But we should do a long run.
I was about to say that we have to try it because it might feel terrible.
Well, I did already. I can go with that.
Okay.
Alright, this is done. This is done.